Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Reading Time with Mr. Loun Sopheara. I'm very happy today to see you again in the second video of my reading. And our reading today is selected the news between Cambodia and Thailand dispute. As you know already, right now, all around the world know that Cambodia and Thai have been making dispute with each other by the border dispute started with Tamon Temple. And as you can see right now, I am taking the news from the Phnom Penh Post. The title of our news today is Moving Toward Real Peace at a Cambodian. Moving toward real peace at the Cambodian-Thai border opinion. This news publication that on 27 September 2025. You can see the picture. This is the citizens who are living nearby the border dispute that they always go and watching the Thai soldier every day because they lost the land into the Thai like we can say Thai military. They invade into their home, and right now Thai military controlling on that, and we are going to take all those back for the citizens. Okay, now start reading. President of Bantimian Chai province, Prey Chan village, an area where precise border lines remains disputed. The ceasefire that ended the latest round of fighting between Cambodia and Thailand over the demarcation of the border appears to be holding. This is a welcome end to the fighting that killed at least 38 people and displaced as many as 30,000. Fighting over borders is unfortunately by new. My country, the U.S. expanded from the Atlantic coast to the Pacific Ocean through brutal wars against indigenous peoples and gained much of the western part of the country in a war with Mexico. But not all border disputes are resolved. Through fighting at the very northwest corner of what is now the state of Washington, and the U.S. armed conflict was avoided. The problem there had some features in common with the Cambodian Thai problems. Specifically, treaties agreed to and maps drawn up are not always unambiguous when one actually walks the ground in questions. The U.S. and the UK had a treaty that defined the border between the U.S. and what would become Canada, the Oregon Treaty of 1846. Note to younger readers, it was well before the GPS, the global positioning system, and internet maps. The treaty appeared very precise. It referred to a particular channel to straight in a group of islands, the San Juan Islands, as being in the dividing line, but there is more than one channel in those islands, and the one you choose as the border determines who will gain some brain. Real estate. Coincidentally, I have family in the region and have visited them. The islands are truly gorgeous. It is easy to see why they attracted settlers from both sides of the border. They came to farm, raise animals, fish, and hunt. The then extensive population of sea otters and beavers. People being people, they didn't always get along. The story is told that in 1859, someone speak was rooting in someone else's vegetables plot. The pig was duly shot and killed, and that triggered heated argument as to who should be allowed to live in the island, where the two different communities quickly taking opposing viewpoints called for support from the respective governments were answered with both American and British authorities reinforcing their armed forces in the area. Eventually, cooler heads prevailed and the two countries revolved to settle the issue peacefully, consistent with diplomatic customs of the time. The German Emperor was asked to arbitrate to determine a lasting solution to the disputed border. It is easy to make light of this incident. It is sometimes referred to as the Pig War, but there was no real war, and the only casualty was a pig. But it may have been a near thing. After all, the US and the UK had fought towards the American Revolutionary War in the late 18th century and the brief yet destructive War of 1812. Interestingly, the two clement nations turned to another country, Germany. One with no stake in the dispute to settle the boundary issue. This was not an unusual decision.